Can you make sure that's off for me, please? Let's say, and please entertain this with me for a minute, as difficult as it is. If something tragic happened and your daughter, we already know that your daughter in some way, form, or fashion, based on conversations with Lee and friends, she knows sometimes she doesn't live up to your expectations. Do you think that if something like that were to occur, be it the pool, be it she choked on a grape, whatever, she wouldn't want to come to you with that because she knows right then and there, oh my God, what's Mom going to say?
I don't know.
If, let's say that did happen though, what do you feel as a parent that raised her, her next steps would be, her next things that she would do would be?
Well, did people see the car during that period
There's
of time?
many things that I could sit here and discuss with you.
Of the Pontiac. I mean...
There's many things here that I would want to question you
about. What do you think she would do?
I want to focus from here through there.
I think Casey, if something happened to Kaylee, she'd still call 911, even if it was an accident.
Let's assume she didn't.
For whatever reason.
I have no idea.
Where would she go? Where would what would she didn't open up to anyone.
And we're not blinded by this as being the only possibility. Please don't read into that we are only looking for this to bend the event.
We are focusing with a magnifying glass on
or
all these days.
If she needed help, she would reach out to someone. I mean, if she,
We've talked to her best friend
throughout those sporadic phone calls.
I haven't been able to sit down and look at the phone record. I'd love to have a copy where I could just pour over it and figure it out.
Trust me, we got a team of about 4 or 6 people right now working on just that. We've got a team of 3 people working on just financial records, financial information, videos from stores. We have people dedicated doing just that. That's why
we're doing our job. Okay.
So what do you think would happen? Where do you think she would go? If let's say something and she was so afraid to tell you or to where would she go?
I don't know. I mean,
is there a park nearby that she would like to take Casey? Is there I know she mentioned Blanchard Park a couple of times.
She says things like, I want to protect the family. She's close to home. The things that people that have done what we do, unfortunately,
well,
for years.
I didn't realize that she went up to the park on Underhill until Christina said that she went there quite frequently.
And Christina actually saw her walking around the park with Kaylee. I think that was the week before, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, where else do you think that you would?
Christina changed her story because remember that day I told, but I mean she changed it, and I don't know why she changed it.
If you were to take Kaylee to a park, you or Casey and George, and you guys were going to go a little day out, you wanted to go to a local place that you know Kaylee liked.
I never took Kaylee to a park.
Do you know if Casey would? Like there's a school down the block. I guess the school right there in Chickasaw. Would you go to Chickasaw and take Kaylee to play on the playground, or did she like houses? Did she like new houses being built? Did she like that construction thing, big trucks? Did she like fire trucks? Did she like?
She liked airplanes.
Okay.
Kaylee liked it.
Did they ever go down there and watch the airplanes land?
No, you can't stay there anymore like you used to. You used to be able to pull
Homeland Security's all over that.
Yeah, we used to take the kids when they were little and watch the airplanes. You can't do that anymore.
Think of anything that she liked to do, like me time with Kaylee, that she would tell you about?
Just the normal stuff. I mean, just, hanging out, letting Kaylee play at the house, or meeting up with Christina, or...
But like just a me and Kaylee day. Did she ever say me and Kaylee day, we're going to go do this? She likes doing this. Horses. I know there's a lot of farmland out there. Does she like going to see horses or cows or sheep or anything like that?
No, she never talked about taking her to see animals or anything. I mean, she talked about taking her to Sanford Zoo. George and I took Kaylee to the Sanford Zoo last year, and she liked it. We talked about doing it, but I hadn't heard that she had done it. As Casey said, she'd like to see her at the zoo. I'm sorry. I don't.
I know, but I can't. We're trying to pick your brain for information just to try and get a better look.
I can't pick anything out.
Okay. What about the mall? Does she like to take Kayla to the mall? Like riding little rides at the mall or anything like that?
She never talked about it.
Okay.
I mean, because even the day...
Because I know Publix's and Albertsons might have those little like spaceships or something.
I've never heard her talk about doing that, and I never put Kaylee on those things.
Have you ever been with them to Blanchard Park to play at the playgrounds over there? Or?
Only during my picnic for Christmas last year. It was a work picnic for my therapist.
So it's not someplace you guys would go as a family, do picnics or
now I know Casey said that she would meet Zanny at the Blanchard Park.
Okay. Do you know what part of Blanchard Park?
No, and I know it's a big park.
Why don't you say things like that?
Just randomly,
Okay.
that they would go to the park or something.
Did she, in the time that she left here, I know she said stories about being at Universal or Tampa or Busch Gardens or the beach. Did she ever mention the park?
No.
Okay, so it was
She
all these
never
other
mentioned
places,
the park.
but
She did mention going out on a boat when she was with Jeff.
and that was after the 16th,
Yeah, it was somewhere.
when Jeff was in town then.
No, it was somewhere when she was told me
Okay.
she was back in Jacksonville, which we never got
Right.
to do that, which was
Mom's
in
vacation
here.
week.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, because I drove to Universal to pick up Kaylee that day, and when I called her, she wasn't there.
Up until this date, when I go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
She,
I'm sorry.
I found out she said she was in Jacksonville.
On the 3rd.
Up until this day. And I know that when we first talked, you said that you hadn't seen Kaylee for a month, and you were very worried because she wouldn't say where she was. And of course,
Well, it's not that she wouldn't say where she was. She had an excuse why I couldn't talk to Kaylee.
right.
That's
But
the
you were
thing.
very worried about that, right?
Well, it was
the-
not a normal thing that I didn't get a chance to talk to Kaylee.
But you were very worried about where Kaylee was because she wasn't letting you see Kaylee, right?
No, I wasn't worried about where Kaylee was, except on the 15th
Okay.
is when I started
I
getting
want
worried
to
about
share something with you, okay?
Can I make one point here
Sure.
first? I just need to ratchet this down before you go in there. So you went to pick up Kaylee.
at Universal.
Okay, what time was that?
It was between 2:30 and 3, and I had the receipt from the parking lot where I paid $10 to go into Universal
Okay. And that was at
You pay by
Casey's?
cash or charge?
cash.
Okay.
But I have the receipt. I think it's still in my car.
Wonderful. Okay.
Sure. Can you have it?
Sure.
Excellent. It'll
I'll
save
give
a
you
phone call.
whatever you
Okay.
want.
So please don't give it to the attorney, because I know he's not going to give it to me.
Yeah, he hasn't given us anything. If you've ever given him
Here's where
anything
I'm
to give
going
to
with
us.
this. Casey asked you to come pick her up, or?
No, she said that there's a possibility. I just took it upon myself because I knew where she said she was at. She said she was in town and that she was working, and
So you went there to go see her.
I went to go see her. And then when I called
Oh,
her
okay.
from the thing, I said, I'm outside guest services. When can I meet you so you can take me to Kaylee? She says, well, I'm not there, Mom. I'm in Jacksonville. And I said, well, I know you're not seeing Ryan because I've already called Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan had told me that either that morning or the morning before that she had talked about possibly going up there to visit him.
You know where she was that day, though, from talking to all these kids?
No.
She was getting a tattoo that day.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time.
Okay.
And I knew that happened somewhere around here because
That
I
was the
talked to
3rd.
Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that fella that she was with when she did that? Some of the friends are saying that there was somebody with her, but I don't know who it was.
I don't know. Corey and Sean, it's their friend that does the tattoos. So he would be able to see. In fact, I had asked Sean at some point if he could get me the guy's name because I said I wanted to go talk to him to see what her feelings were.
Did you do anything after you went over to Universal? She said you expected to see her
Yeah,
there.
while I was at Universal, she knew I was there.
Mhm.
When I came back to the house, Kaylee's teddy bear was gone and a couple of Casey's things was gone, and she told me that Juliet had come by and picked up some stuff.
What do you think
for
really
her.
happened?
Well, I don't know. She picked up some stuff.
Did you do anything at all that day to show your concern? Did you reach out to anyone or
I
start?
reached out to Lee. That was
Okay.
the first time I reached out to Lee. Well, actually, I don't know if I did or George told Lee to call me.
Okay, so you became really concerned at
I
that
was
day.
getting pissed. I was
Okay.
getting mad.
Is that the reason you wrote this?
Probably. Because I wanted Casey to read it. Because at that point,
That's why she wrote back what she wrote on the 7th.
I never saw anything she wrote back. I never saw anything she wrote back. So I never saw that comment. Do you have something from the 7th?
Well, if you have a way to research that and read it before the press does, I would maybe strongly encourage
I
it.
haven't seen the 7th response. I never saw anything. I mean, I swear to God, I never saw anything.
Well, this
from
is
the 7th.
this. I'm gonna tell you what. Take this as a shot across the bow that we are bringing you into the know, not wanting you to be embarrassed as a grieving or a panicking family member. Okay? Normally we would sit on.
Oh, Diary of Days.